Why hello there people, what's going on? My name is Big Money, this here is episode number 40 of the Battlefield 4 Top Plays. Now I know you guys had to wait a little bit extra for this episode, but do not worry, there are some awesome clips in today's episode, so please grab a beverage or some popcorn or whatever floats your boat, sit back, relax, and enjoy the best the Battlefield community has to offer. Just to start us off today here, we have Sam Dandan. He is playing in Lymphini Gardens. And he's just chilling here using his sniper rifle, looking off into the distance, spotting some enemies. He grabs himself a random triple out of nowhere. For club number 2, we have Naked Ninja. And he's just hanging out on the side of this little bird helicopter here, flying around in Hainan Resort, having a little look around to see what he can do. But before he does anything drastic or out of the ordinary, he's just going to take out this one random guy on top of the roof, taking him down there with the straw. So now that that's over with, looking down upon them, he spots this enemy jet and takes it out first time, also with the straw. Anytime you do see someone hanging onto the side of a helicopter with a straw, usually it does mean they're going to be trying to take out some aircraft. Of course, he's doing his job as a good team player here, keeping his teammate up in the sky there by repairing the side of the helicopter. And he just kept them in the air long enough for them to fly back around, have a look and see what's going on, and let rip with another straw and take down this enemy helicopter at a ridiculous range. Nice shot. For our next clip up today here, we've got Crow Raskin. He's playing on Zavod 311 with the FYJS, not a sniper rifle you see a whole lot of people actually using. But he takes down his first target of the clip there with a no-scope from point blank range, taking the guy's head clean off. And as he approaches the MCOM stations down here, throws down 2 V40 minis, taking down one guy there who was just walking around the corner right in front of him. A little bit of a panic throw, but it seemed to work out for him. He's moved on to his secondary, which is the shorty 12 gauge, and he's already taken down 2 people, or possibly just one person. A couple of assists in there, taking down a second as he approaches the MCOM station, arms that shit and takes down the last guy, or I believe his teammate may have taken down the last guy. But either way, he's in there, he's on the MCOM station. This guy just comes charging in, reviving people all over the place who are just left there to just be executed. So already in the clip, he's gotten himself quite a few kills, dived right on top of an MCOM station, got it armed, and it's actually the final MCOM station of this base, so if they take this, they can move on into the last set of MCOM stations on Zavod 311 Rush. And he put down C4 earlier, but I believe his C4 actually exploded before he had a chance to detonate it. But as you can see, his team take the MCOM station. Pretty damn good stuff getting in there and arming that shit. PTFOing is always good, and this guy gets absolutely shat on. Just to round the clip off. Stuff's up. Club number 4 today, we've got Weseros, or Weseros, or something along those lines. I'm sorry if I'm completely butchering your name. But he's playing in Siege of Shanghai. He's a gunner on the attack helicopter already. He's taken down 3 enemies on top of the C flag on the big skyscraper building. But of course, that type of gameplay doesn't normally make it up onto the top plays. I mean, anyone can just jump in, be a gunner, and absolutely destroy enemies. So instead, he lets rip here with a TV missile. First rocket takes off the face of the attack helicopter of the opposing team, and with the second, he takes out the bailing pilot. That shit's not easy. For number 5 today, we've got Ambient Flush. And he's playing on Propaganda on the new Dragon's Teeth DLC maps. And it looks like he's playing some Chainlink. So this might be the first Chainlink clip that we've actually had on the top place. It just takes a while to make onto the show after you send stuff in. That's really the reason why. But so far he's already taken down one enemy with his trusty MPX. A gun that I've only recently discovered is absolutely phenomenal. This thing chews through people. I don't know, I've just had a lot of fun with this gun so far. But already he's taken down 2 people, goes on, takes out the 3rd moving into this building. And it seems on the map there's a few enemies lurking around this area. As you can see, 2 more come charging in. First guy gets a shot in the face, second one in the kneecaps, and they both go down at the same time. This guy comes charging in, just spraying like a madman, and ends up just getting taken out with a much more accurate MPX. as well as another guy around here in the corner just chilling up in the middle of the room. So now that he's cleared out this building, he's going to go towards the enemy flags, takes a shot from behind. I don't know where that came from. I don't think he finds out either. Possibly his teammates dealt with the problem. And of course, he's paying attention to his map. As he comes over here, he saw some people on the map. He's just charging them down, looking for them. Also using his ears, something that a lot of people don't actually do. Listen out for where enemies are. They give themselves away all the time, just through simple little things like shouting with a little audio cues. He was listening out there. He found the guy. He took him out. Now, approaching the enemy flags over here, he sees two guys just huddled up in the corner. Takes down both of them really quickly without them doing too much damage in return. This guy gives his position away before he had a totally clear shot, and he pays the price getting taken down there. What I really like about this clip is the fact that he just goes from target to target to target and takes them all down with as much ease as the last guy. His movement is great, his accuracy is great, and he controls the situation no matter what it is, and goes on to just decimate the enemy team. That's gameplay. For our next clip up today, we have Del Piero 10 Love. So, someone who does love their Del Piero, it seems. With his first shot there across Operation Firestorm, he does miss. With his second, he gets a headshot. Onto his second target, first time, gets a headshot. Onto his third target, first time, gets a headshot. 3,500 damn points. For our next clip up here today, we've got Jardin Delas Alas QS, and he's playing on some Siege of Shanghai Conquest. And he's using the 870 MCS. Now I think that this clip is from the PlayStation 3. So last generation. Of course, graphically doesn't look fantastic, but the gameplay throughout this clip is fucking awesome as he tears through the enemy team like they're made of paper mache. They do not fare too well when he rolls up with his 870, putting buckshot right through their face. And I don't even know how many people he's actually killed so far in the clip. I'm going to say like 5 or 6, make that 7, let's say. I don't know exactly, but he's just dealing out the death at the moment anytime he does see an enemy. That time there, putting buckshot right through the guy's skull. And now that he's done with the people over this side of the map, logically the spawns have switched, so he's going to move over to the left-hand side of the map here in the hunt of more enemies that are holed up on this side here. And as he busts through the window, he just puts a shell right through the back of that guy's kneecaps there. I mean, in real life, if that didn't kill you, at least you're losing a couple of limbs. But he takes down another 2 people as an enemy player actually revives someone that he killed, moves up, he kills another 2 people as he moves into the courtyard, and before his team actually approach here to see what all the commotion is. I mean, you just need to take note, and it's something that I always had to take note of back in the day doing the top plays a couple of years ago when people were playing on previous gen, or at least on console it was at that point. You need to take into account that there's only 12 players in the enemy team, and the fact that he is hogging the kill feed for his team shows that he's just dunking on the enemy team as a whole on his own. And it's awesome, it really is. He is just crapping on the enemy team. I mean, the scoreboard says it all. 18 for 0. 18. Like, just shitting all over them at this point. But once again, he's looking for some more people to help put out of their misery, and as he sees this guy approach, shoots him with the first shotgun shell. Second time here, he takes him down there with his G18. A very handy little sidearm, it has to be said. We're just going to fast forward through this little bit of gameplay here. Not very much happens as he goes in the hunt for more people. Puts the first guy out of his misery with the first shot, taking the second down also with the first shot. And what more can I really say? This guy absolutely craps all over the enemy team in this round. Very well played. Club number 8 today, we have Violin Melody, who decides to jump out and then back into his own jet for literally no reason. So, yeah, whatever seems to float your boat, but he's playing on Silk Road. He's flying across the sky. You know what's coming, or do you really? C4 to the face for that enemy helicopter. Something you definitely do not see very often. Awesome stuff. Next clip up here today, we've got Rice Porus, or Rice Porus. I don't know exactly, but he's playing on Heinum Resort here. And that shot on a moving vehicle, no less. For our next clip up today here, we have Boogly, and he's playing on some Dawnbreaker using the M82A3. And he just killed 4 people, I think, while I was introducing him. Make that 5. Yeah, he gets to work quickly. Usually I wouldn't feature someone using this gun because of just how damn powerful it is. But you have to understand an exception has to be made in this case with just how many people Boogly kills in such a short time span, as he's already up to 11. This clip has barely even started. He's got 12 kills already, and we've just started. Now, I know that this guy gets featured on the top plays regularly, but that's only because he's the guy sending in shit that's fucking awesome regularly. We need you guys to step up your game, send in some awesome shit. Get yourself featured on the top plays, as again, he's just killed like 5 people, 6 people, I don't know. He just started gunning them down through a little window. And he's now down to his Scar H, his primary weapon. Of course, I say he's down to it as if it's a fucking big disadvantage, but it obviously is not, as he kills 2 people, 3 people, without really breaking a sweat. Moving off inside the courtyard, he's going to see if there's any more guys. I think I actually just caught a glimpse of someone coming up towards those crates there, but he obviously did not spot him. But moving up the hill, he sees another guy just chilling on top of the boxes. I don't understand why people stand up there. Like, your life expectancy when standing on top of a crate is not very high. I'd just avoid it at all costs. But yeah, he's just gonna continue killing people, doing as he does, before he just quickly retreats back down towards his trusty little crates down the bottom of the hill here, picking off another target at long range before another one just runs by all too cluelessly. But I want to leave you with a little soundbite here from the clip. If you've enjoyed this week's Top Place, please hit that like button down below, help out the show. Until next time, I've been Big Mooney, and I will see you guys later.
What's my score?
Whoa!
I just died.
That's impressive, dude.